Hello, hello! Thank you for clicking on the video. Hi, I'm Sketchy, and today we are going to be reacting to the only Arknights lore you need. And this is posted by Terrastona? Remember to subscribe to them, like their video. But yeah, no, I played Arknights on stream the other day, and I was like, and then someone on my Discord put a couple links to like some lore stuff, so I thought, why not do a reaction to it, you know?
To Terrastorian, the channel we explain Arknights lore. I am Akka, and in this video, I will provide a simple breakdown of the lore of Arknights for both beginner and casual players. The lore you'll
Disclaimer, the former provider here was taken from official sources. Oh yeah, I guess this is because I think a lot of people, get sued and stuff when it comes to like leaking gacha game art. For some reason, you know, you got companies like Hoyo, to be fair, yeah. I guess it's fair to sue a leaker, right, if they're leaking your stuff, but there seems to be like a big industry around it, especially like around gacha games, you know.
In this video will be split into several sections, such as terminology, the nations, the various races, and the threats that this world and its inhabitants face. Just a heads up, there are some spoilers ahead. If you prefer to read.
Yeah, I personally haven't got too far in the game yet. I played about 4 hours, but I learned while I was streaming, apparently, the game, or the game's tutorial, well, to be fair, I'm playing the newer game. It's what is it called? Arknights. I can't remember the second part of it. Yes, Enfield. So I haven't played the original game, but I played this one. Apparently the tutorial is 50 hours. Like, I don't know who thought, like, a 50-hour tutorial. I bet, like, 50% of people aren't going to get through that, because, you know, when people first start playing a game, a lot of people abandon games, right?
And play the game without spoilers, then stop. If not, then let's get started. First, let's go over a few terms which are important to the basic understanding of the world of Arknights. Originium is one of the most
I can guarantee you I'm not going to remember any of this. Oh, because I have the worst memory. But, like, oh my god, I was trying to pronounce this the other day. I could not, for the life of me, do it. Like, origimium. Origimium, I think is what I called it.
To the basic
How does he pronounce
understanding of the world of Arknights. Originium is one of the most important
origimum?
words to keep in mind. This crystal is very important to the people of Terra.
Yeah, it's how they make all the structures and stuff, like in space, I think.
As is a power source for technology and powers.
Yeah, exactly, the power source, yeah.
However, it's a double-edged sword, as people can get infected with oropathy, a deadly disease. We'll talk about this later.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Originium arts. Think of Originium arts.
I'm wondering, because, there were these enemies walking around where they all had, like, the wires coming off their face, and you fought them in the thing, so I can't remember what they're called for the life of me, but I'm wondering if that's who they are, maybe, I don't know.
As the magic, or powers, of the Arknights world, allowing users to cast and manipulate different powers. Some races and individuals may have unique Originium arts, unique to them. The word infected is a term or labeling someone with oropathy. People who are infected with oropathy are treated poorly, often as second-class citizens or worse. Various nations and races treat.
Did they make an anime for it? Well, probably not. I'm just wondering, because there was some 2D graphics, and he said everything was taken from official sources, so I don't know. I guess it's probably more like from a trailer, right?
Differently, however. Oropathy is a deadly illness on Terra that comes from active Originium via inhaling it, getting it into your blood, wounds and cuts. Oropathy slowly crystallizes the individual over time until, well, they can no longer breathe or move. Eventually, the individual will die, crumble away, and even combust or explode, spreading the Originium dust crystals around the area of.
But why? You know, why is it infecting them, you know? They're probably going to explain that, but, you know, it's always good to pose some questions, right?
If other people are in the area or affected by these, they will most likely become infected, unless they are wearing suitable safety wear. Catastrophes are powerful natural disasters, from earthquakes to storms to blizzards and even to meteor storms. Catastrophes are not only deadly disasters, but it also carries and spreads orogenium around the world, making more and more dangerous zones to live
No wonder they live in space, right?
in, and more orogenium around the world. To avoid catastrophes, people have made a vast majority of mobile cities, which are able to move away.
Why does this lore feel like it could be in a book, you know? Like... Oh, there were some videos that were like 2 hours long on this subject. It's interesting to know, you know.
Catastrophe messages are people with skills to calculate and analyze when a catastrophe is coming, and give that information to cities so they're able to move away in time. Nomadic cities or mobile cities are cities or settlements that are built over giant vehicles, which allows them to move their position on land. They are built to move away from catastrophes. This also functions and allows for easier access with trade with other nations and cities. The world of Arknights.
Imagine how much petrol that would take, you know, though. Right, I suppose unless they use solar panels to move it around, but... You know, like, if there was a storm coming, you probably wouldn't be able to move away in those. I'm just thinking, like, the big things that... I'm just presuming all the artwork he's showing in this video is just, you know, official stuff. Like, I guess this art could be from something else, right? I'm just presuming it is official art, because he did say in the beginning, I think, unless I misread it.
With trade with other nations and cities. The world of Arknights is set on Terra, a planet with similar environments from dry and arid deserts to lush rainforests, wondrous plains, and to harsh, frozen tundra. In so many ways, this planet is like our Earth, yet so different. Terra has a supercontinent, and still some parts of Terra haven't even been completely explored. Terra is also constantly changing under civilizations, natural disasters, and catastrophes. Let's start with the nations, beginning with Bolivar. It is one of the western nations on Terra.
Well, where the grey is that where they haven't put in any law yet, or is that where everyone's just dead? You know, like, those aren't, yeah.
Located in the
those aren't lived in or something.
northern part. Despite its thriving economy and culture, Bolivar is currently in political instability due to a stalemate between three major factions: the Sincas dynasty, the coalition government, and the true Bolivarians. It is also famous for the mobile city Dos Soles, known for its neutrality, and the annual event known as the Dos Soles Warrior Championship. Colombia. Colombia is the youngest nation in Terra.
Colombia. Yeah, just taking it from real life is Colombia.
A melting pot of different cultures and races. Originally a Victorian colony, it declared independence in 1019 and became a very powerful nation in terms of politics and technological advancements. Siesta is
in some of these things, sometimes they're meant to be like a parallel of Earth, like with the thing. So I'm wondering if this is something like that, you know. Obviously it's not called Earth, but you know what I mean, like
small independent city-state near the inland sea of Claricide, as one of Colombia's free city-states.
Oh, free. Is there gonna be like some sort of like gang that runs the city or something, or like some organized crime type of thing, or corruption? Possibly is what I'm getting here.
The city is famous for its touristic patronage, beaches, and the annual Obsidian Festival, Terra's most famous music festival. Duran is a nation underground. Not much is known about this location, however, it's home.
Is it home to dwarves? Is he gonna say dwarves, okay?
To the Duran. To the south of Bolivar.
Oh no, I don't know. I would guess maybe, well,
We
probably
arrive
not.
at Sargon. This nation is a mixture of lush forests and jungles to hot, dry deserts. Sargon is led by two different leaders. One is the Lord Emir and the Pasha or the Padishah, who is more acknowledged as the ruler. Important to note, the Pasha have some more power over the Lord Emir. Sargon does have a king in the central land. However, not much is known. Sargon also borders the Foan Hotlands to the south. Minos is one of the smaller nations, with a culture revolving on hero cult, mainly the 12 heroes of Hymnoi.
Hero. Yeah, always gotta love a nation running on a cult, okay? They always have the best policies. Sacrifices, probably.
Minos was at one point colonized by Sargon between the years 917 and 1042. While they broke free, they've often been harassed and raided by Sargon forces from time to time. Kajerag is a landlocked, secluded nation.
I'm kind of curious if there's like a difference between the two games, because obviously you've got the original Arknights and the newer Arknights, so I'm wondering if like one's set more forward in time or back in time. I'm kind of curious though.
Which is surrounded by a massive mountain range. And
oh my god, I just realized this is part 1 to the video. I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 parts in this video. Maybe I'll do this part 1 and see and another. If this one does good, maybe then I'll do a second part to this.
Protected by the goddess Fermat Kajergranda. I hope I'm saying that right.
She's pretty! My new babe.
Its neighboring nations are Colombia, Victoria, Kazimish. Compared to its bordering nations, Kajerag is still a developing country. Let's venture far north as we go to Sami, the furthest northern country on Terra, and probably one of the most dangerous, as there are freezing temperatures, blizzards, and something eldritch, hideous, lurking in those winds.
Oh. I guess maybe it's more thick with the dust. Oh my god, what was it called? Originum? I know that's not how you say it, but Originum? I know that's not how you say it, but it's how it's spelled, okay?
That come from beyond. The Collapsals. Sami is home to the Effian race, and lesser known ones that are collectively known as the Sami Fjord, that have a tribal-like culture.
Okay, I really like the girl's like design in the middle. She's so pretty. I'm just probably gonna be saying that to all the girls up here in the video.
These tribes and clans often clash with the
Kind of feeling like I should play the original game now. Probably.
Eldritch dangers. For these reasons, the Sami Fjord are often strict without.
Because when I was streaming, I didn't even until someone told me, I didn't even realize there was an original game. I thought the first game was what was it, Arknights Enfield. So yeah.
To that land. Oh, Victoria, one of the most powerful nations, known for its romanticism and use of steam-powered machinery.
Yeah, I wonder what that could have been based on. What 1800s country could have that been based off? UK probably.
Despite being ruled by a monarch, either from the Draco or the Aslan race, Victoria has been passing through a succession crisis for the last 2 decades, as both races fight each other for the power. The Dukes of Victoria, on the other hand, have been looking for a chance to seize the throne. Victoria is currently one of the nations involved with the main story. The majority of Casimir territory is dubbed the Land of the Knights, is covered by grassland and home to the knightly Kuranta for generations. Despite its chivalrous and heroic origins, however, Casimir has become a nation plagued with greed and corruption, using the title of knights and their tournaments to make money and power. Iberia is a coastal nation by the Southern Sea, formerly
I wonder what IRL country that name could be based off.
a powerful maritime empire. They once had
underwater?
the most powerful navy fleets. However, this strong nation was brought down by a devastating and mysterious disaster.
Tsunami maybe? No. Or is it just like, boom, they all vanished, you know? Is it going to be one of those?
Known as the Profound Silence, potentially created by worshippers and threats from the deepest depths of the sea. Iberia since then has struggled to recover and remain distant from other nations. Following the Profound Silence, Iberia has established a religious...
Maybe they know more. Maybe, who knows? Oh, of course they did, of course.
Known as the Inquisition, which was previously known as the Church of Iberia. The church was reorganized by Saint Carmen to combat the threats from the sea. Laterano is a small nation and sacred homeland to the angelic trigger-happy race Sancta. Laterano is a nation where the Sancta found a safe homeland away
I like how he gives credits for all the animations. I was just looking in the corner. That's kind of cool.
The Sarkaz.
But look how pretty that is. It looks like it's done on paper. Oh, it's so pretty!
Despite their long-lasting feud and dark past, the Laterano of today is very energetic, open-minded, and known for its dessert culture with the Pope as their leader. Laterano.
Maybe based on Italy. I don't know why I'm theorizing what countries they're based on. I don't know, it's kind of funny. I like the art style though. It kind of reminds me of that one city in, Arcane. In Arcane, I can't remember what it's called, the city. I don't know.
Is famous for its religious beliefs, Laterism, and the Laterano Church that acts as the government, dealing with numerous state affairs. Aside from the Sancta, it's
God, I feel like there's gonna be like 5 parts to this video. Like, there's so much lore here.
also home to the Liberi population, due to their diplomatic.
And if this is the newbie edition, I don't want to know what the fucking, what would it be? Deep lore edition? No, deep lore. I don't know, intermediate edition would be? Be like 10 hours long.
Relationship with Iberia
with multiple
in the past.
parts.
Lefania's neighbouring countries are Victoria, Casimir, Eurus, Siracusa, and Laterano.
I still wonder what the grey in between is.
This country is famous for classical music, use of originium arts, arts-based technology, and musical arts. Lefania was
That is so pretty. Sometimes I love gacha game like, what is it called? Like pull character art. It's just so pretty sometimes, especially when they're animated.
originium arts, arts-based technology, and musical arts.
And like, I love how they always give the characters a unique silhouette. I love designing characters. So I just like a good character design. Like something you can look at and go, wow, that is good, you know?
Lefania was once ruled by the greatest caster in history, the Witch King, who was later overthrown by the twin empresses. It is home to the Caprine race, which makes up majority of the population. A nation south of Yan and Kasdel, known for its mining operations.
I'm glad they brought the furries in. I'm joking.
And industry is Rimbiliton. Rimbiliton has one of the 3 biggest originium veins running underneath it. Due to its constant mining operations,
a lot of people get sick. I get the miners probably would be getting sick all the time. Like, they'd need a constant turnover of population. Suppose they put all the prisoners down in the mines, probably.
The residents of Rimbiliton are very vulnerable to oropathy.
Exactly. Why would you want to live there? I suppose the wealthy probably, like, rich, are very healthy. They live above the ground in tall towers, something like that, I could bet. And then the poorer people, live
and while
below
they are
mining.
Highly discriminatory to the infected, Rimbiliton is known to see its people nothing more than labourers and workforce. Siracusa, the land of the mafia, and the fangs and howls of the prominent race, the Lupo and some Volpo.
Oh, the furry! I don't know why I always make furry jokes. It's just a thing I do now.
Siracusa has influence from other nations, such as the religious beliefs and legal systems from Laterano, technology from Colombia, the Funian love for music, and the main cultural identity is the mafia tradition that comes from the ancient Siracusa and the 12 families that govern the nation. The families themselves are under supervision from Signora Cecilia, which makes her the real head of state. The ancient land of the Sarkaz, Kasdel.
It's very small. It's like one tiny square. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like one tiny square.
This worn
I don't know if these are like technically like size accurate or not.
Nation is home to the native Terran race.
Oh wait, I guess all the grey would be for the next part, 'cause this is part 1, right? I'm so dumb.
The Sarkaz, which was built thousands of years ago by the first Sarkaz lord.
I'm curious, like, in Arknights, you're above in space, I'm curious, like, does something happen? Like, at least there's like a time jump between the 2 games. I'm so curious, actually. When was this released? A year ago? Yeah, okay. A year ago. So way before Arknights was released. I'm so curious, though.
Themes. The sad state of Kazdel is
Maybe everything went to shit and then they went up to space? Or maybe there's a second race in space, I don't know. Or it could just be they have big space stations. I don't know.
due to the
My impression was they were just going back down to Earth to get stuff. But I feel like I was way wrong with that. To be fair, I was only 4 hours in, but like to a 50-hour tutorial, so, you know.
nation being perpetual conflict, not only
And nor did I play the original.
between the Sarkaz and the other nations, but also the infighting among themselves.
Oh, I love pretty art.
Kazdel has been destroyed and rebuilt numerous of times in the past. The true Kazdel today is where the Sarkaz can finally have a place called home. Before there were any concept of countries, the Sarkaz back then, known as the Tizak, considered Kazdel their world. Ursus, the largest nation on Terra, and home to the namesake race, the Ursus, is ruled
Ursus. I like that. I like that. Oh my god, the little glasses. Come on, man. You can do better than those glasses.
by an emperor. Ursus is often known to be hostile, xenophobic to other nations, and known to be horribly cruel to the infected. But that's a story for
I mean, do they infect other people until they're in the final stage? Like, how long do they have to live? That would sound like a horrible state. Like, I know I think there's one condition, like, in real life, where all your muscles turn to bone. Something. Could you imagine just being locked in there, not being able to do anything, say anything, and eventually not being able to blink? God, that'd be horrible.
another day. Ursus was once ruled by the Hippogriff Libri, but when they failed to protect the nation, the other dominant race, the Ursus, rose up, rebelled, and took over, and renaming the nation to Ursus. Ursus is one of the nations that are dealing with the collapsal threat in the far north. Higashi is near the northeast of Yan.
Gotta have a good old collapsed nation.
Higashi was in a long civil war between the northern and southern courts. However, when Ursus tried to invade, the two sides joined forces and pushed back the invading force back into Ursus.
Higashi. I think that means yeah, that means east. Higashi? Yeah, that means east. Anyways.
Where
Using my kanji knowledge to good use, I guess. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. Oh no, it's gonna say you guys couldn't see that. It's gonna sound like I was talking about nothing. Whoopsie!
she led to volatile peace between and within Higashi's two sides. While north of Higashi is still isolated from outside nations, the south is far more welcoming. What we do know about Higashi is that it's famous for its founding mythology and love for video games.
I guess you can tell it's Japanese inspired, right? By the kanji, although to be fair, that could be Chinese, right? Because they share a system.
Games and manga. One of the eastern nation, Yan, is ruled by an emperor, which is said to be a true Lang. Yan's famous history is that of emperors wanting to overthrow and kill gods, the gods being Fermats. Long ago, an emperor started a war against these gods, believing that their refusal to help the people of Yan, even when misfortune struck, means that they are unworthy to call themselves gods, and started a great hunt after allying himself with another Fermat known as Sui. They were eventually victorious and removed these threats, and even split Sui into living fragments of itself. Yan is another nation, along with Sami and Ursus, that has conflicts with the Eldritch threat. Aegir is the only known nation that is under the ocean. Not much is known about it, but it is inhabited by the Aegir.
Oh, is it in a dome? Could you imagine the pressure though? Like, there'd be constant noise rubbing on the outside. Oh, that'd be horrible. To be fair, they'd probably tune out eventually, but could you imagine? What if a big creature crashes into... Anyway, sorry.
So supposedly, their technology is extremely advanced, but...
Okay, well, if their technology is advanced, that's fair.
They are facing a threat known as the Seaborn, and potentially the Church of the Deep, a threatening cult that somewhat worships the Seaborn. There is one more nation to make you aware of. That is the dead nation of Ghoul. Potentially a technologically advanced nation of its time, Ghoul are famous for their artilleries. Ghoul were also one of the nations that allied themselves with Calcit to invade and destroy Kazdel 200 years ago. Unlike the other nations, Ghoul later asked help from Kazdel to some extent, and even hiring some Castilian royal court casters to help them against Lithuanian arts. Gaul was later destroyed in the Battle of the Four Emperors by its former allies and was completely wiped out. There are still some small...
Interesting, okay. Dude, I need more time to process this shit. This is a lot of information.
lingering citizens of Gaul around Terra, but ultimately the nation is completely gone. There are 3 unknown but dangerous locations on Terra. These are the Fernan Hotlands, the Ifni Icefield, and even further north beyond the Ifni Icefield lies an uncharted location, a potentially massive crater within the world of Terra. And that is where we come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Well, thank you all for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed. So, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.